Hi guys, and welcome to Premier Division Week 37, and we start off by congratulating Leicester City on winning the Barclays Premier League. Well done to them. On the other hand, no disrespect to Leicester City, but I would like to say on behalf of Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, Spurs, Chelsea, all these top teams that have spent loads of money in the summer. Okay, I know Arsenal didn't really spend any money, but on these top teams, what a fucking disgrace, and you should be a fucking ashamed of yourselves. A team that escaped relegation last year and their squad don't really cost that much money has just won the Barclays Premier League. Like I said, congratulations to Leicester. They've earned it, they've deserved it, because the way they played football this year and the way they worked as a team, but on the top four's behalf, really you should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Disgusting. But as I say, fair play to Leicester. Right, we've got on to the serious business now, which is the kickoffs. And we start with the 12:45 kickoff, which is Norwich versus Manchester United. Manchester United have to win this one to keep their top four spirits alive. Okay, yes, a draw isn't really the end of the world, but it all comes down to how Manchester City and Arsenal get on the Sunday. So really, they want to be winning that match. To be honest, being as though they've got a game in hand against West Ham on Tuesday night. Norwich fighting for points as well to stay in the Barclays Premier League. I think it's going to be quite a tough game on both teams. But I think Manchester United will just about have enough quality. And I'm going to go Norwich 1, Manchester United 2. We then go to Sunderland versus Chelsea, the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Again, Sunderland fighting to stay up in the Barclays Premier League. Chelsea got really nothing to play for now. So the pressure's off Chelsea. Do think that Sunderland will make it tough for them. But as I say, same with Manchester United. I think Chelsea's going to be too strong for them. I'm going to go Sunderland 0, Chelsea 2. I think they'll win quite comfortably, to be honest, being as though the pressure is off. But I do think Sunderland will make it hard as well. We have West Ham versus Swansea. Again, West Ham, I think at best they can probably get about maybe 5th or 6th now. So they can't get into the top 4. Massive blow for them. Swansea, again, not really fighting for anything. Being at West Ham, I'm going to go West Ham 2, Swansea 0. We then go to Bournemouth versus West Brom. Again, 2 teams not playing for anything. Most of the teams now aren't really playing for anything now. So it's going to be quite a boring weekend, to be honest. So I'm just going to go for a boring result there. Bournemouth 1, West Brom 1. Crystal Palace versus Stoke. Same situation, nothing to play for. Again, another boring result. Crystal Palace 1. Crystal Palace 1, Stoke 1. We then go to Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Again, we have got something to play for, but Villa haven't. Villa have been relegated, but Newcastle all but well have something to play for. And even though it's at Villa Park, I think that Newcastle are going to win this quite comfortably, to be honest. I'm going to go Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 3. I think Newcastle are going to be absolutely fight for their lives. Aston Villa really been struggling this year to defend, so I think that Newcastle will absolutely punish them on Saturday and win quite comfortably and take it down to the wire next week. We then have the 5:30 kickoffs, which is the champions, Leicester versus Everton, who have had a terrible season this year, let's be honest. Again, both teams got nothing to play for, but I think Leicester want to keep their spirits alive. Being as though they've just won the Premier League. Okay, don't suppose they really give a shit if they lose, but I suppose it's nice to keep a winning mentality. Even though you've already won the Premier League, I think they'll just about scrape it. Because they'll still be on the holidays, they'll still be on the piss. But I think they'll just about scrape it. I'm going to go Leicester 1, Everton 0. We now go to the Sunday kickoffs, which is Spurs versus Southampton. Spurs still fighting for that top 2, if you like, the second place. Arsenal, a couple of points behind Manchester City as well. So that is something to play for. Southampton haven't really got anything to play for. I'm going to go for a tough game for this one, to be honest. I'm going to go Spurs 1, Southampton 1. We've got 2 4 o'clock kickoffs now. We start off with Manchester City versus Arsenal. As I say, 2 teams that can still secure second place. This game's going to be tough, because both teams are going to be going for something here. Both teams want to at least secure that 3rd place, so they don't have to worry about all that fucking playoff crap in the summer. When it comes to the Champions League. So both teams will want to win and secure that 3rd place on Sunday. let's say Arsenal haven't really been playing well, nor have Manchester City. I do think they've improved since Kevin De Bruyne has come back, but on Arsenal's behalf, dreadful, absolutely dreadful. We really didn't get going until last week, until Danny Welbeck came on, you know, so that speaks volumes really, doesn't it? You know, just takes ages for Wenger to realise, you know, that tactics aren't working, and it takes him ages to, you know, to you know, adapt and realise that things do need changing. And you know, you just get frustrated watching it, to be honest, because I for one could see, you know, that it needed change. You know, Norwich were making it quite hard. You know, in fact, Norwich, to be honest, could have been at least 2 or 3 goals up before half time, to be honest. But you know, Wenger was quite happy with the way things were going. Didn't make a change to the 55th minute, and then Welbeck comes on 3 minutes into the game that he's played, and he scores. Speaks volumes, doesn't it? Really, doesn't really take Frankenstein. But going back to the game, as I say, Arsenal not playing well, Man City not playing well either. So I think that speaks for Manchester City 1, Arsenal 1. I think it's going to be one of those ones that's stuck in midfield, and both teams are just going to be quite poor, to be honest, and waste of an afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. And then we finish off with Liverpool versus Watford. Obviously, Liverpool are into the final. I think Klopp's done a fantastic job since he's come in. Really has turned their season around, and Liverpool really do deserve to be where they are at the moment. Do think they're going to be a different animal next year, so let's watch out for Liverpool as well. But on the game, as I say, Watford don't really concede a lot. Great comeback last week against Aston Villa. You know, they were 2-0 down, then to come back and win 3-2. But as I say, I think Liverpool are on a high at the moment. I think Liverpool will be too strong for them at Anfield. I'm going to go Liverpool 2, Watford 0. So that's been my prediction for this week, guys. Next week is the last one. Hooray! The season is over. I for one cannot wait for this season to be over, guys. I fucking hate it at the moment. Absolutely bored out of my brain. We've been out of title race since like mid-March. Right, some might argue it's been longer than that, but absolutely bored out of my brain, and I just cannot wait for the season to end. So that's been my predictions, guys, and I'll see you next week for last week's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys.